I realized I loved her the moment she walked away from me. Not dramatically. Not with tears. She just turned, whispered it's okay, I get it, and shut the door like she had finally accepted a truth that had been hurting her for a decade. And I stood there, stunned, because for the first time in my life, I finally understood what she had been trying to tell me without saying anything at all. This is the story of how I almost lost the only person who ever truly loved me, before I was brave enough to love her back. Her name was Lily. If you had met her in high school, you might have thought she was just a shy, quiet girl with a book always tucked under her arm. But I knew better. She wasn't quiet because she had nothing to say. She was quiet because she felt everything too deeply. She had this fire behind her eyes, soft, warm, and unshakable, and she cared louder than she spoke. She always showed up. For birthdays. For failures. For heartbreaks that weren't even hers. Especially mine. I met her in 10th grade, the same day my dad packed his things and left. Everyone else avoided me. They didn't know what to say. But Lily sat next to me at lunch, set a cookie on my tray, and said softly, "You look like someone who needs this more than I do." That was it. No lecture. No pity. Just quiet understanding. And somehow, the quiet girl with the cookie became the most consistent part of my life. Looking back now, the signs were everywhere, woven into years of friendship I took for granted. She remembered everything about me, favorite bands, dumb jokes I made once, the exact date my goldfish died in 6th grade. She looked at me like she had waited her whole life just for that moment. She dated guys who treated her terribly, and every time it ended, she came to me, not for advice, but because she wanted me to say what I was too scared to admit, choose me instead. But I never said it. Not because I didn't feel anything. I did. I felt everything. And that was the problem. Loving Lily meant risking losing her. And that thought terrified me more than anything else. Then came the night everything changed. It was raining hard, the kind of rain that feels like the sky is trying to wash the world clean. She came over to help me unpack my new apartment after yet another breakup, my third one in 2 years. She opened a box and pulled out an old photo of us from a school trip. We were 17. She was laughing like she had never been afraid of anything. My arm was wrapped around her shoulders like I had been protecting her my whole life. She stared at that picture for a long time. Then she looked at me and asked, "Do you ever wonder if we missed something?" My heart stopped. I knew what she meant. I always knew. But instead of being honest, I hid behind humor. I said, "Yeah, we missed out on being the world's most dangerously codependent duo." She didn't laugh. She just wiped her eyes and whispered, "I really thought you'd know by now." 3 weeks later, I got a text from her, "Can you come over? I need to talk to you." When I arrived, half her apartment was in boxes. She was moving. "Seattle," she said. My stomach dropped. "Why?" I asked, even though I already knew. She took a shaky breath and said, "Because I can't stay here anymore. Not with these feelings. Not when they're only hurting me." I tried to breathe, but her next words shattered me. "I've been in love with you since the day I gave you that cookie. 10 years. 10 years of signs. 10 years of quiet hope. 10 years of loving me while I avoided loving her back. And what did I do?" I froze. I hesitated. And she saw everything she feared in that silence. She whispered, "It's okay. I get it," turned away, and closed the door gently. Not angrily. Not dramatically. Just, finally. She stopped texting. Stopped coming around. Stopped showing up. She erased herself from my world one day at a time. And for a while, I let her. Because I didn't know how to fix something I had broken without even understanding how deep the cracks went. Then one morning, I woke up, saw that old framed photo of us, and felt something inside me twist so sharply it left me breathless. I heard myself whisper, "I love her." And I realized I always had. I was just too afraid to admit it. Too afraid to risk losing her. But losing her was already happening. and doing nothing would finish the job. That same night, I booked a flight to Seattle. No plan. No script. Just certainty. I showed up at her door with my heart pounding so hard I thought she'd hear it through the wood. When she opened it, she looked different. Her hair was shorter. Her eyes were older. She looked like someone who had finally learned to survive without me. And that hurt more than anything. "Why are you here?" she whispered. My voice shook as I answered, "Because I can't lose you." She let me inside. Not because she forgave me, but because she needed to hear why I had come all that way. So I told her everything. Every regret. Every fear. Every stupid excuse. Every moment I had loved her without knowing it. "I love you, Lily," I said. "I think I always did. And I think I always will." She didn't fall into my arms. She didn't cry. She just whispered, "Why now?" And I answered honestly, "Because losing you is the thing that terrifies me most." She closed her eyes, breathed deeply, and said, "I need time." Not because she didn't love me, but because loving me had hurt too much for too long. So I waited. I didn't chase. I didn't pressure her. I just showed up like she always had for me. Coffee on Saturdays. Long calls on Wednesdays. Walks along the waterfront when the weather was nice. Slowly, gently, the pieces began fitting back together. One evening at sunset, she reached for my hand and whispered, "I think I'm ready." And that was the moment I knew everything would be okay. We kissed on a bridge overlooking the city lights. Soft. Warm. Familiar. New. Like 10 years of unspoken love had been waiting behind that moment. A year later, I proposed in the kitchen while she was half asleep, wearing mismatched socks and holding a spoonful of cereal. She laughed, cried, and whispered, "Took you long enough." People say love happens in a moment. But real love, the lasting kind, it happens in the moments you choose each other, again and again, even when it's hard, even when it's late, even when you're scared. And if you've been holding on to someone for too long, if there's someone you're too scared to confess your feelings to, let this be your sign. Life is too short for almost. Too short for someday. Choose them while you still can. And if you enjoyed this story, if it made your heart ache or smile or remember someone special, stay with us here on Lovin' Us. We share stories for hearts like yours. And if you'd like more of them, don't forget to like and subscribe. It truly helps the channel grow. I'll see you in the next story.